Hey, beautiful. I'm so glad you're here for today's video because we're talking about something that often gets misinterpreted, the word submission in relationships. Okay? Submission is a word that gets thrown around a lot. And unfortunately, some people, especially some men, twist it to mean control, power, and dominance. But that's not what submission is about in a healthy relationship, right? So in this video, we're going to break down what real submission means, why it gets misunderstood, and how to recognize when someone's trying to twist the meaning into something unhealthy. Okay? This conversation is about respect, understanding, and mutual respect. So, let's get into it and talk about what the truth of submission in relationships is all about. I am light. Okay, first, let's talk about real submission and what it looks like in a healthy, loving relationship. At its core, submission in a relationship is about mutual respect, trust, and understanding. It's about choosing to support each other and lead when needed, and to work together as a team. Submission is not about control. It's about coming together and honoring each other's strengths and weaknesses, right? Real submission means trusting your partner's leadership in certain situations while still having your own voice, opinions, and autonomy. It's not about giving up your power. It's about choosing to follow and support the person you're with when the situation calls for it, right? For an example, when it comes to decision making or leadership in certain areas, you might choose to follow your partner because you trust their judgment, especially in areas where they have more experience or knowledge. But that doesn't mean you lose yourself or your voice in the relationship. In a healthy dynamic, you are still an equal partner. Your thoughts, feelings, and decisions matter just as much. Submission is about mutual respect and a partnership where both of you are working toward the same goals, not about one person having control over the other person. Now, let's talk about the ugly side of submission, the part where some men twist the concept to gain control. Here's the thing. Submission does not mean you have to be subservient or controlled or silenced. It doesn't mean you give up your voice, dreams, or identity for the sake of the relationship. That's manipulation, queen, not submission, right? Some men will try to convince you that submission means you have to obey everything they say and never question them. They might say things like, you need to submit to me because I'm the man of the house. Or, I make the decisions because I'm the one in charge, right? Queen, that is a huge red flag. Healthy relationships are built on mutual respect. Both partners should have an equal say and be able to express their opinions. Submission isn't about silencing yourself or giving up your autonomy. It's about working together, respecting each other's roles, and trusting each other to lead when needed. Okay? If a man is using submission as an excuse to control or dominate, then that's a clear sign of an unhealthy relationship dynamic. A man who truly respects you won't try to diminish your voice or dictate every decision you make. He'll want you to be heard and valued as an equal partner. So, what happens when submission gets twisted in a relationship? Let me tell you, it can be dangerous, emotionally damaging, and lead to a toxic dynamic. When someone is trying to twist submission for control, it can make you feel powerless, like you're not allowed to have your own opinions or desires. And over time, this can lead to emotional burnout, loss of self-esteem, and even codependency. You start to believe that your needs don't even matter, or that you're not worthy of respect or equality in a relationship. It can also lead to manipulation. He might use guilt or pressure to get you to do things that you are uncomfortable doing, always under the guise of submission or being the head of the household. But listen, queen, a healthy relationship should never make you feel less than unequal. If you ever feel like your partner is using submission as a real, a reason to control you, that's a massive, 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 I'm going to say it again, massive red flag. You should never feel small or unheard in your relationships. Relationships should be about growth, mutual respect, and honoring each other's autonomy and individuality, right? So let's talk about how healthy submission looks and feel. It's about balance, partnership, and mutual respect, right? In a healthy relationship, you both trust and respect each other's choices. If one person leads in a certain area, the other trusts them, but both still have an equal say in the relationship. Open communication. Submission isn't about silent obedience. It's about having an open conversation when decisions need to be made and understanding each other's perspectives. You can disagree respectfully and still honor each other's needs. A healthy relationship has shared leadership. It's not about a person taking charge all the time. It's about knowing when to take the lead and when to step back and support each other. Respecting boundaries is key in healthy submission. Both partners should feel safe, heard, and respected with their personal needs taken into account. Healthy submission doesn't mean one person holds all the power. It means working together as a team, giving and receiving leadership when needed, and showing mutual respect for each other. Right? So, Queen, let's wrap this up. Submission should never be about control. It should be about mutual respect, understanding one another, and healthy partnership. If someone is twisting submission to control you, that's a sign that the relationship is unhealthy. A truly respectful, loving relationship is about both partners feeling valued, heard, and equal in their partnership. You deserve someone who sees you as an equal, respects your voice, and works with you to build something beautiful together. So don't you ever, ever, ever settle for less than that. All right, Queen. In this video, if it spoke to you, drop a comment below and let me know your thoughts. Don't forget, please subscribe for my content about relationships, self-love, and personal growth, okay? I am so proud of you, Queen, for choosing a healthy, loving partnership where you are respected and valued. All right, there you go. I love you, love you, love you. And like I always say, love you first. Bye-bye.